Hello friends, warm greetings from the beautiful city of Thiruvananthapuram in India to all friends gathered over there in the beautiful city of Calgary in Canada and all other friends participating virtually from their own beautiful places around the world for PCF 10, a unique global forum on open learning. I, along with my co-author Mr. Naveen Kumar, convey our sincere gratitude to Commonwealth of Learning and all the organizers of PCF 10 for this opportunity to present our paper titled Management of Lifelong Learning from Individuals to Learning Organizations and Societies under the track Fostering Lifelong Learning. I am sure we all agree capacity to learn is the fundamental capability to survive. This fact remains true in the case of all living things, including half organisms like viruses. When learning stops, it is the end of active life. That is why we call it lifelong learning. Therefore, in this track, we are discussing fundamental questions of our existence in this world, and of course, beyond this world into the infinite universe too. Tracking the history of lifelong learning is, in fact, tracking the history of life. Scientifically, learning must precede evolution of life. History of human progress is the history of his learning. Importance of learning is well articulated in almost all fables and epics. For instance, fables in Panchatantra written around 200 BCE focus on promoting learning from various life events. However, lifelong learning as a system or strategy has not got recognition till UNESCO published for a report in 1972. Internet-based research reveals that many countries have launched lifelong learning initiatives in a well-organized manner after the FORE report. Since lifelong learning is fundamental to human development, quite naturally, management of the learning process becomes highly important. Effectiveness of the management of learning by individuals, organizations, and broader societies to meet the existing and emerging learning requirements decide the quality of human development. In this context, our study is an earnest attempt to understand the learning management strategies being applied by individuals, organizations, and societies in general, and how do such strategies are organically integrated, further learning from the different approaches, and how can we improve all these for a better world for all. A coincidental observation was also made during the study about the linkage between happy societies and stronger lifelong learning systems. Finland is the happiest country in the world for the last 4 years based on the World Happiness Report. Finland is also among the countries having strong early childhood care and education systems that promote lifelong learning from the very early years of child development. All other toppers in the happiness report are also keen in implementing strong lifelong learning systems. This relation again endorses the importance of management approaches to lifelong learning. Since our study is about the learning management requirements of the entire world population, which is huge and complex, we have divided the entire spectrum of lifelong learning into four phases for making the study meaningful. Earlier childhood education and care, education and employment preparation, employment and entrepreneurship, and active aging are those phases. Among the four phases in this study, we found early childhood care and education as the most critical one, as its influence stays with the individuals throughout their lives. Life skills training also starts here and continues throughout. In this phase and the fourth phase of active aging, role of organizations and societies are highly important as self-initiation of learning by individuals is found to be minimal in these two phases. In the education and preparing for employment phase, the need for higher life skills training and better individual level management of learning increases as students progress each level upward. Employment skills also have to be integrated into the regular curriculum. To become successful in life, individuals have to organize learning with clear objectives and methods that are capable of addressing emerging needs. Outcome of the efforts being put in this phase is reflected in the employment and entrepreneurship phase. Employment and entrepreneurship phase is mostly about continuous on-the-job learning based on the current and emerging business and professional development requirements. Successful models integrate learning into the business process to ensure learning happens organically and it is input back into the business process continuously. When it comes to the needs of industry, we must remember the fact that all the technologies and products of current day industries are highly advanced and knowledge intensive. The global economy itself is shifting towards knowledge economy every day progressively. This coupled with ever increasing competition make effective and successful management of lifelong learning critical for the existence and growth of individual industries and the economies as a whole. Faster learning and even faster conversion of such learning into high value products of the economy decide the success levels. In the later stages of this phase, the management of learning should also facilitate smooth transition into the active aging phase. Management of learning in the active aging phase must address varying needs of the aging population, from proper counseling to accept physical conditions, training to lead a healthy life, and support to meet livelihood requirements. All should be there. In short, making individuals self reliant, healthy, and happy to the maximum extent possible. That should be the aim. We must also realize that this phase is yet to get adequate organization and societal attention. A lot more there to be done. Okay, friends, let us conclude this brief introduction to our paper by sharing a few concluding thoughts with you. The question, while going forward, what are the important things the learning communities all over the world and in all walks of life must do, kept on haunting us while our study was progressing. We knew that the term lifelong learning is not as strange to the world as it used to be 10 years back. That's a very positive change. Progressing from there, now we must think seriously about the ways to facilitate an organic and seamless flow of lifelong learning from the early childhood to the active aging. It requires thick collaboration among all stakeholders and establishing organic connection among various initiatives in different phases and levels of life. Best practices have to be consolidated, repurposed, and reused. Over and above all, the importance of learning management has to be engraved deep into all minds so that the world would be getting better learning management methods, strategies, and systems. Friends, hope you would find our paper useful and interesting. Please share your thoughts. Let us work together for a better world. Thank you.